guys, I am the Nerdy Silhouette, and welcome to 2018! Isn't this exciting? Oh my god, guys, it's like a brand new year. You could just smell that baby new year kind of smell. Well, anyway, I'm ready to talk about New Year's resolutions. If you guys are, because, you know, every year, I kind of just sit down, make a list of things that I want to do to kind of like make my next year even better than the year before. Anyway, so I want to get into my New Year's resolutions, but first I kind of want to go over things that I did this year that I was so excited to do, that I was able to achieve, and all that kind of stuff. Trust me, it's not that much because I don't really achieve that much very often. So the first thing that I'm super excited about that we got to achieve this year, Mystic and I, we got to meet Jack and Mark at PAX East in March. It was great. We couldn't walk for like maybe 45 minutes, so a half hour to 45 minutes afterwards. And it was great. They are just as amazing people as, you know, you dream that they'd be. Jack is amazing. He's funny. He called me a nerd, which is great. It totally boosts my ego. He poked my hat. You know that signature hat that I always put in my thumbnails? Yeah, it's an actual thing. He like poked me in the nerd, and he was like, nerd! I was like, oh my god, it was so good. It was so cool. And Mark was a mistake. Meeting him was a mistake, but it was a good mistake. We wanted to go to his panel, but his panel was like full of people, and because of that, by the time we got there, the line was cut off. They weren't accepting any more people to, you know, hop in line and be like, yay, Mark, yay! So, unfortunately, we missed that part of seeing Mark, but Mystic was like, oh, since we, you know, can't go see Mark, let's go do this. So we went and we did something else. We did a, like, welcome to PAX, since it was our first PAX East, and we were gonna go to, like a demonstration on, like, the classic consoles, like the mini classic consoles that came out. And Mystic is really, like, into taking pictures of architecture and all that kind of stuff. And while she was taking pictures of this beautiful glass window that was painted, like, Hello Boston, it was so weird. It kind of just happened in slow motion. I heard a voice, okay, and it drew my attention. I turned, I saw him there, you know, talking to another kid, and I was like, oh my god, it's Markiplier. It's Markiplier. I was like, Mystic, come here. Come here! And she was like, hold on. I like whipped her. I turned and like whipped her with my arm so hard. It was so crazy. And she nearly like threw her phone because I smacked her so hard. And I pointed at Mark and I was like, dude, there's Mark. He's like standing right there. And her jaw dropped. My jaw dropped. All in all, we got a nice picture with him. We got to meet him. I got him to sign my like comic book, and it was great. It was great. And for Jack, we actually showed up at the convention center. I think it was like, we got there 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:30. I'm pretty sure it was 5 o'clock. And lines were already starting. We knew that if we wanted to meet Jack, we had to be there way before everyone else because we wanted to meet Mark, and we showed up like 3 hours early. And that didn't work because it was already capped by the time we got there. So we were there, and we nearly waited for like 15, maybe even 13 to 15 hours just for 30 seconds of his time. And it was the greatest thing ever because he, you know, he was cute and it was adorable, and I love him and I love Mark, and it's just great. I would totally do it again. And with PAX East, there were a lot of, like, you know, demonstrations about YouTube and how YouTube is amazing, and we learned a lot from that. We learned a lot. We learned about Twitch, too. Twitch was, like, one of the greatest things that we could ever learn about. And we learned about Twitch while we were there. It was great. Like, we never even considered being streamers before. We just wanted to be YouTubers. We wanted to, like, make videos and make people happy. And we never, ever considered streaming would be a good idea. But with that demonstration that they gave us, it was like, yeah, let's do it. You know, let's give it a shot. Let's become a stream. Let's stream every once in a while and see how we like it, you know. Spread our wings on the Twitch network and fly. And one thing that I'm super proud of is that I can talk. No, okay, I can't entirely talk because I stumble over my words quite a bit. But I can talk, and I can listen back to what I want to say without being, super uncomfortable with the fact that my voice is being read back to me. Like, my voice is weird, but it's okay, I could live with that. I think it's the one thing that I'm kind of glad that, I got used to, because I want to start being more myself in my videos. But I'll talk about that in the resolutions half of this this conversation that we're going to have. So things that I did do this year is that right after Mystic and I went to PAX East, we went MIA. We're not entirely sure why, we went MIA. It was really bad. We kind of just dropped off the face of the YouTube world. And it was really bad because we came back from PAX like as psyched and as super pumped and motivated and ready to do things. We met Jack, we met Mark, we did all this, and we learned all these amazing things. But we kind of just stopped. I'm not entirely sure why. But I am going to not do that this year because that is another thing we'll talk about in a minute. Okay, so another thing that I did this year was I moved. It's my first time being on my own, and it's super frightening at first, but when you actually are by yourself, it's really weird. Like, you could do whatever you want, when you want. You don't have to worry about being lectured. You could throw your pants on the floor. You don't have to wear pants. Okay, your roommates, if you have roommates, you might want to consider wearing pants. Oh, but who cares? When they're not home, take those pants off. Run around. Do all the crazy things that you want to do. Be free. I don't know. Okay. So, let's talk about resolutions. Because New Year's resolutions are, it's a tradition I do every year. Last year, I watched last year's video. I was kind of scared. I cringed a lot. And it was weird because it's a video that I did 1 year ago. It's weird. I've changed a lot in that 1 year when it comes to recording videos and all that kind of stuff. So let me talk about New Year's resolutions. Blah, 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 blah. Let me talk. Okay. So the first thing that I want to start doing in 2018 is I want to start uploading videos that I'm proud of. I mean, more towards the end of 2017, I've been throwing out videos that I've actually started to like. My favorite one as of right now is the Guardians, the Last Guardian, the VR. Playing with Trico was amazing. The Guardians of the Galaxy series, I was proud of that one. I actually tried to be myself instead of, camera shy, which is another thing that I have an issue with. Then the Last Guardian itself. I've been trying to get the Last Guardian out on YouTube for the longest time, and the fact that I'm actually starting to produce videos that I actually like to produce, and The Last Guardian just so happens to be in that chunk of time that I'm just like, yeah, let's do this. Like, I'm great at this. Let's do it. It makes it an even better series. Like, in the first couple episodes, it's horrible. Like, the game is great. The game itself is great, but me, as a YouTuber, it's horrible. And then when it gets towards, the middle chunk of it, I feel like I'm getting more comfortable. And then I kind of dropped off the face of the earth again. And then when I came back strong, and I'm going at it. I'm going at it, and that's what I'm going to do. So that's the one thing I want to do, is that I want to start uploading videos I'm more proud of, even though that I've already started doing that. And there's going to be more series this year, and I'm gonna do my absolute damn best not to go MIA, because MIA is a thing that I tend to do, and I don't want to do it. Stop it, nerdy. Okay, so the next thing on my list is to learn about YouTube. This may sound horrible, this may sound stupid, but I don't know anything about YouTube. The only thing I know about YouTube is what other people in videos say. Like Jack, what he says, what Mark says, what PewDiePie says. PewDiePie knows a lot about YouTube, and he's definitely dealt with, the good and bad sides of it. So his input is great. Me and Mystic are planning on taking, an hour or two in our day. Not in, every day, but maybe, an hour or two a week. We're gonna sit down, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about YouTube, and we're gonna learn what we can about this platform in itself. Because we are going to try our hardest to let our dreams become a reality. And we're not gonna give up on this. No matter how many times we go MIA, we keep bouncing back. And we are determined to keep coming back. And it may sound really stupid, but when I was at Barnes & Noble, because I love books are amazing, I picked up it's a YouTuber's book for dummies, and we are going to go through it, and we are going to dissect that book, and we're going to learn what we can about YouTube. And we are going to go on to Social Blade, and Social Blade's got, a little YouTube 101 kind of thing that you could go through, and we're going to dissect that as well. We're going to keep going, and we're going to learn what we can about this platform and what we can do to progress ourselves and push ourselves out of our little bubbles that we have, and we're going to push ourselves beyond our goals. That is my goal anyway, or that is my dream anyway. So, with that, with uploading new videos that I'm proud of and learning more about the platform itself, I want to maintain a consistent schedule. A consistent schedule would be great because MIA is an issue with me. And, the consistent schedule that I was able to maintain was Tuesday, Thursday uploads, which is great. 2 videos a week, though, I can't really pump out that many games. And I mean, my real goal would be uploading Monday through Friday like I used to in the very beginning, and that would be great. Yeah, I can't guarantee that I'm not going to fall off every once in a while because, things happen, people happen. I, for one, have a horrible, track record of making promises I can't keep when it comes to uploading videos. But I am going to, try my absolute hardest to stay on this because it means a lot to me and it means a lot to Mystic. And if I could show Mystic that I can do it, then we both can do this because we can climb together. We're going to climb this YouTube ladder together. We're not leaving each other behind. Okay. So another thing I want to do is learn how to edit better. Yeah, my editing right now isn't too great. In my opinion, I see it a lot as no cuts. I prefer things to be in the raw. I love raw edit, or I like raw film. I love looking at the raw footage. It helps you get through everything one step at a time. And if you're doing a walkthrough, then that person knows exactly what you did and how you did it. But that's the one thing is that not all YouTubers do that. They kind of cut it down. But I prefer myself to be in raw footage. But I want to kind of change that. I want to establish my own kind of editing style and kind of figure out how to go about it that way. Maybe I'll find something, maybe I won't, maybe I'll continue the raw footage, who knows. But it's definitely blah blah blah. It's definitely worth looking into. So another thing that I noticed that I do is that when I sit down to play games, I like to play a big majority chunk of time, a big chunk of time. I love to put a lot of time and effort into games when I sit down and play. I tend to make hour to hour and a half, maybe hour 45 recently. But I want to kind of start chunking that down into smaller episodes, only because of the fact that it's hard to sit down and watch an hour of footage in one sitting. So I understand that audience retention isn't too great because of that. And I want to start making my videos kind of cut them down a bit. I might play for an hour and a half, off camera or whatnot. And I could cut that down into a couple videos here and there. We'll see. I mean, it may be a little awkward, but we'll figure it out. Another thing that I wanna learn to do is thumbnails. I've done thumbnails in the past. I used to do them by hand. I used to draw them out and do all that jazz. But it didn't turn out very well. It was very time consuming. it was really hard to do over and over, and I kind of fell off that ladder. Then I just started using, you know, typical, like, suggested thumbnails from YouTube. And that didn't really turn out so well either, because they don't ever look very good. They're like snapshots of like in-game moments or whatever, and they don't really look too good. So what I did was I started photoshopping my thumbnails again, but this time not as crazy as I used to do it. And I'm actually proud of what I've been doing. I'd love to learn how to use my Photoshop just a little bit better so I can improve them and draw people in and be, oh wow, exciting, and boom, look at her, boom, look at that, this is great, woo! So, back to like the consistent schedule. My one goal is the Monday through Friday upload schedule. You know, Monday through Friday, that'd be great. A video every day, who knows? I kind of, my dream is to get up to 2 videos a day, but that is asking a lot for me right now, and I don't think I can do it. So, I'm just gonna push it one video Monday through Friday. If it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. If it does happen, it happens. If you guys want to know, my usual upload time is like 3 o'clock Central Time, USA Central Time. You're gonna have to like pull some strings there to figure out what time, you know, videos are going up if you're interested. Another thing that Mystic and I sat down and we're trying to do is we're trying to get a Twitch schedule in place. We love streaming, and we've met a lot of cool people on Twitch. We started streaming Splatoon 2, and a lot of our followers that we have now, they jump in, they love to play. They play with us, we play with them. It's great. We want to get a consistent schedule going so we could have, you know, a constant thing. Right now we're kind of just like, oh, you free, Mystic? And Mystic's like, yeah, I'm free, what are you doing? I'd be like, no, I'm not doing anything, let's stream. And they're like, sure, let's do it. We also do an occasional drunk stream. Drinking streams are not fun. I mean, they're fun and great, but they're horrible to watch at the very end of it. I mean, if you guys love watching drunk people play, like, Cooking Mama or something like that, yeah, we've done that, and it's not fun for us to watch, but I mean, it might be fun for someone else to watch. But we'll see. There might be more down the line there. There's a few things that I have personal goals for. Like, I want to make myself a new end slate. End slates are kind of a thing. I've noticed recently that I kind of just dropped off the end slate bandwagon too. I love the end slate that I've got right now, but now that YouTube has implemented the whole like layout thing, YouTube could set up your own layout for you. And the only problem is that you have to have like a 20-second end slate with a nice little song that goes along with it. And yeah, if you want a picture, you could have a picture, but you don't want it covered up by everything, so you kind of have to rework everything and figure things out. And I still have yet to do that. And the end slate that I have now, I know for a fact that it usually goes empty because I have a hard time keeping on that one. I have to just write a giant list of things that I have to do before I upload a video, otherwise I'm just gonna forget. And I typically forget the end slate. The end slate is definitely something that slips my mind all the time, and it's just gotta be fixed. Okay. So, and then the last thing on my YouTube, like, to-do list, or like, okay, it's not really the last thing, but one of my, like, most important things that I want to do is I want to start relaxing a little bit more in videos, and I want to have a little bit more fun. I mean, I've recently like I've been saying before, I've recently started, you know, uploading videos that I'm proud of, and the thing is that right now I'm stressed. I'm not like stressed, I'm like really high strung. This is me ranting. I love to rant, believe me, but this is me ranting. I am not relaxed. This is in no way, shape, or form fun for me. I mean, it can be. Okay, it is. It really is, because I talk a lot, and I love to talk. And if I have something to talk about, then I'll just rant, like I have been for like 20 minutes now. And it's kind of ridiculous, because you're like rolling your eyes at me, and you're like, nerdy, shut up. Just come on, talk about what you want to, so we can get on our merry way. Anyway. Okay, and then one of the last things that I want to do is okay. maybe I kind of want to implement face cam. I want to start using face cam in my videos. The thing is, I know how to do it. I'm just very self-conscious about everything, and that is one thing that I'm afraid of is face cam. People are not nice. I know for a fact people are not nice when they can hide behind anything, and that is that I'm not ugly, but I'm not pretty either. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. So if you guys have any Happy New Year resolutions, please leave them down in the comment below. And, you know, I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, but I'm just curious to see what you guys have planned for the new year. Do you guys have anything fun and exciting planned? Because I just ranted off everything that I got planned, and it's not really anything. It's just like, hey, this is kind of what I want to start doing. So, hey, if you like this video, please leave a like and or subscribe to Nerdy Silhouette, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Alrighty? You guys have got to keep me on my toes now, okay? You got to keep me on my toes, and if I don't, you know, maintain a consistent schedule, you gotta yell at me now. Okay? Alright. Well, I'll see you guys. Bye!